Broadcasting from Nairobi, Kenya. This is the Me and Larry reality video show, LTL Editorial News. As we see the president of Uganda,
Kaguta Museveni, Yoweri.
all right, he showed up, you see? Look at him, he arrived. He's the man. See, what's happening is, it's a new dawn in Kenya. Everybody is respecting Kenya in Africa. I know in South Africa, here's what's going on in South Africa. You see, look at that.
Tuko na parade gwaride ya heshima hapa. Komanda hawezi kupeana amri zinazofaa ikiwa tutaendelea kushangilia na kupiga makelele. Tafadhali.
See, Raila, that we talked about last segment, one with the hat, is going to be the next president. Bottom line, in Kenya, 2012. Yeah. You see? The Ugandan president showed up. You see? So, here's what's happening. Big time. He knows, the Ugandan president knows that awesome Kenya is going to be number one. He agreed with the U.S. President Barack Obama that they are going to be, that Kenya is going to be number one. What's happening in South Africa? You know what's happening in South Africa in other news? South Africa is still on strike. You know, the sanitation, the nurses, the school. Remember, I joked about it. And I said, here they are, you know, if it was the Olympics, and I'm sorry about the saying the wrong thing, but it was the World Cup. You know, and I'm glad they didn't have to go through trash and dirt to try to make it. Maybe they had peace because they want to see the World Cup in South Africa, and then after South Africa World Cup is over, then they go back to striking. Say, let's go back to strike. Okay. Hey, we're not making 8.6% pay raise. We only got 7.2. Said we don't have the money. Well, you know what happened? Maybe President Jacob Zuma, after he charmed a lot of people, even that Saturday, that one Saturday when Argentina battled Germany in the World Cup, I knew that was a setup. Hey, it wasn't a bet from the octopus. It was a setup bet, a setup game for Mr. Maradona to lose. And of course, they just got upset and they got shellacked 4-0 in the football World Cup. But the thing is because of the sanitation, the teachers, the nurses strike. Here it is, it's scarce. Business has been shut down in South Africa. Jacob Zuma must have got the money that he got from the World Cup. You know he's got to pay back China because China was the one that helped build it up. That's one thing. You heard about that, China? China had to get their money back for making the World Cup super. Number two, maybe he got those 6 wives and he had to pay for alimony. You know, in South Africa they so up, you know, big time. I know Oprah and them love to embrace South Africa, but now, Oprah, you better start embracing Kenya because Kenya is going to be number one in Africa. Not South Africa, not the big timers and everything. I know they got news in Africa, but there's one thing. South Africa's having problems right now. and they're going to continue having problems. Just as long as Jacob Zuma is not paying them the money. They don't have the money. Maybe he's paying those good old alimony checks to his 6 wives. And then the third thing is, they said they broke. But the thing is, who's getting the money? Somebody's getting the money. They made a profit. You know what? They had huge attendance in those World Cup. Unless they borrowed a lot of money to China, yeah, they would be considered broke. So, you're going to be on strike for a good while. While Kenya, they're hyping it up. Number 1, baby, I'm in the hot spot. In the hot spot. Yeah, you know, I'm making it happen. Hey, videos booming. So, anyway, we'll be right back. Man, this is getting big. It's getting big. Yeah, the new dawn of the Constitution and everything in Kenya. It's not about the mosque in New York City being built. It's not about Proposition 8. It's the new dawn, the promulgation of the new Constitution. On the LTL Editorial News, we'll be right back.